Thank you guys so much for 500,000 subscribers. As a thank you, I'm currently working on a platform where you guys can download all the Premiere project files, including my very own footage. That way you guys can follow along with the videos even better. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Today we're gonna create this beautiful text animation in Adobe Premiere Pro. First, go to the toolbar and click on the text tool. Click somewhere in the program monitor to create a simple text. You can use whatever font you want, just make sure it's somewhat bold. I even used a cursive font, so yeah, you do you. Next, when you're done typing, hit escape on your keyboard. You can now rescale and position the text. Make sure it's super big so that it barely fits in your program monitor. Also, hold down Ctrl and drag the text to center it in the middle. Now in the timeline, hold Alt and drag the clip one track up to duplicate it. Make sure the bottom clip is selected. Now from the window menu on top, open up the Essential Graphics panel. In here you can customize your text layer. First off, scroll down a little and make sure the fill layer is disabled. Then enable the stroke. Make sure it's set to white and make the stroke size 1. Oh, and also set the stroke to inner, that will give you the best result. You won't see this yet because the first layer covers it, but this is kind of what it looks like. Now it's time to nest the layers. Right click and choose nest. Do this for both layers separately. The reason we're doing this is so that we can still customize the text even after the animation is done. Now head over to the effect library and find the transform effect. Drag it on the top layer, the one with the fill enabled. Then with the clip selected, head to the effect controls. First you want to set this scale to 50 to make it smaller. Then set a position keyframe. Now move the playhead back in time and adjust the position so that the text comes up from the bottom. Also expand the velocity curves and pull the lever of the second keyframe. That will ease the animation in. It should look kinda like this. Amazing. Now copy the transform effect and go to the timeline. In here, select the bottom clip with the stroke. Then paste the effect in here so that it has the exact same animation. Now it's time for the echo effect. To do this, find it in the effects library and drag it on the stroke layer. Then in the effects controls, set the echo time to -0.05. Set the number of the echoes to 3 and set the decay to 0.60. If you want, you can add another echo effect, but this time don't touch the settings. This will give it a more lazy effect. There you go, we already have a beautiful echo effect, but now it's time to upgrade it. By the way, if you don't have the time to create your own animations like this, you really need Storyblocks. You can literally click and download a preset from the plugin, and that just took me 5 seconds. Storyblocks, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Same thing for other assets. Imagine you need a beautiful aerial shot of some nature. You spend hours traveling just to crash your drone into a tree. Yeah, in that case, you should have used Storyblocks. Storyblocks' curated stock library has everything you need to create high quality video in one place. With over 1 million 4K HD footage, templates, music, sound effects, images, and more, you can download unlimited high quality assets at just one predictable subscription cost. You can say goodbye to pay-per-clip pricing. You don't need that. Enhance your social media videos by accessing exclusive Storyblocks label music tracks directly in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Storyblocks will keep you protected from copyright strikes so that you guys can really focus on actually creating. Besides that, you can save hours by using pre-made motion graphic templates for After Effects, Premiere Pro, Apple Motion, and DaVinci Resolve. To get started with unlimited stock media downloads at one set price, head over to storyblocks.com/premierebasics. Or just click the link down below. And now let's continue with our text animation. Alright, now to create this glitching effect, move the playhead to the moment right after the first animation. On this part of the video, you can do whatever the flip you want. Or you can just copy me. Before you do anything, set a cut again, but 7 frames further in time. Now with this clip selected, go to the effect controls and move the playhead to the first frame. Then set a scale keyframe. Move a few frames further and scale up the clip. Oh yeah, and don't forget to remove the echo effects. You don't need them anymore. Beautiful. Now in the timeline, move further in time again, about 2 frames. Then with that clip selected, adjust the scale and position to a random spot. Do that a few times. The more you do this, the longer the animation will be. It's completely up to you. This is what I came up with and I really like it so far. Next, we're gonna create this moving out echo animation. To do that, find the echo effect again and drop it on the bottom right clip, the one after the glitch effects. In the effect controls, first set the scale of the transform effect back to 50. Then in the echo effect, set the echo time to 0.07. The number of echoes to 2 and the decay to 0.50. Now in the first frame of the clip, set a position and scale property. Now move about 15 frames forward in time and adjust the scale and position to the bottom of your clip. Now simply copy the first 2 keyframes and move 15 frames further again. Now paste them. Of course, don't forget to ease your keyframes. That will give you an animation like this. Beautiful. Of course, we also need to create this effect on top. To do that, move the top layer 1 track up. Then duplicate the bottom nested sequence. Now select it and move the playhead to the middle of the animation we created earlier. Then adjust the position to the top of the text. We can leave the other keyframes alone because they have the same destination. Okay, next we're gonna create this effect where the text fills up with color. First, we need to make the current fill disappear. To do that, move the playhead to the moment where the echo is going back into the text. Right here, hold down Ctrl and click the opacity curve on the layer. Move further in time until the echo is completely gone and click again. Then drag the second dot down to make the fill invisible. As you can see, it now looks like the echoes are going inside the text, making the fill disappear. Alright, next, to create the wavy effect, go inside one of the nests by double-clicking them. In here, you will find back your text layers you created in the beginning. Select one and hit Ctrl+C to copy it. Then go back to the main sequence and paste it in your timeline. Make sure to drag it above your clip. Now move the playhead to the moment where the last animation is done. Then snap the clip against your playhead. In the effect controls, set the scale to 50 so it matches the other text clips. Okay, now in the timeline, grab the rectangle tool and go to the program monitor. Draw a rectangle about the same size as your text. Just make sure you can fill it up with them. In Essential Graphics, you will see both the text layer and the rectangle right here. If needed, drag the text layer above the rectangle. Now select the rectangle and make sure the fill color is set to white. Alright, we're getting there. Now in the effects library, find the wave warp effect and drag it in between the text and the rectangle. That way it will only be applied to the rectangle and not to the text layer. With the rectangle selected, go to the effect controls and create a simple position animation so that it covers up your text layer. Now for the text layer, make sure the fill is enabled. Then enable the mask with text toggle at the bottom. Now the rectangle will fill up the text, but we still gotta make it look like fluid. To do that, finally go to the wave warp effect and set the wave width to 140. On the first frame of the clip, set a wave height keyframe, then set it around 40. Now move further in time to the moment where the rectangle covers up the text completely. Then set the wave height to 10. Also, definitely experiment with the different wave types to create a unique effect. There you go, guys. That looks amazing. Next, we're gonna create this beautiful logo animation, and to do that, click the video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching.